ここ誰かいるかな。すみません。
What's up guys, Maxim here, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are doing fantastic, and why don't you hit that like button for me? It would be really appreciated. It's okay, I'll wait. With that being said, we are a couple of days away from a really busy week where we're going to be expecting a level 90, a new raid that is going to be released into the game. So in this video we'll be showing you guys how you can actually get prepared for the upcoming raid, and that includes which materials you should be farming and which characters you can use for these raids so you can actually reach that level 90 as fast as possible. But before jumping into it, if you guys are not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. We post 7 Deadly Sins videos daily, and currently more than 80% of you that watches the videos are not subscribed yet, which is nuts because it's free. Don't go sheep on me. Alright, with that being said, let's jump right into it, starting off with the materials you need to level 1 characters. So don't mind this is actually my JP account that I never used or farmed, and I actually been farming it all day sort of just to make this video, and it took me like over 2 hours, more than I actually expected, because I didn't do any of the stories. So yeah, I had to actually do it in order to record this video, so it was nuts. So if you go here, like if you have a level 80 character, you actually can level them up to 85 and also 90 just by actually having this kind of materials, which you can actually get from the new raid. And the new raid is expected to be one of the hardest activities, or the hardest bosses in the game if you don't have the right characters leveled up. So we're going to be covering those characters in a little bit. Yeah, first of all, you actually need 3 SSR pendants as usual in order to level up one character to level 85, for example, and 90 as well is actually 3, so that's actually 6 SSR pendants each time to actually level one character to level 90. And of course you're going to be needing 30 wings from the Grey Demon. Yeah, so yeah, keep in mind that you have to farm the Grey Demon, so if you haven't done it for a while or you don't have a lot of wings, it's the right time to actually start farming it. The second materials that you're going to be needing is actually from 85 to 90, and you're going to be needing these new materials, and on top of that you're going to be needing I think you need 40 of the crimson materials, so you actually need to farm those raids as well. So the crimson and also the Grey Demon is going to be very important when it comes to leveling up your characters from level 80 to actually 90. And yeah, it's going to be expensive because you're going to be needing like 70, and then you're going to be needing like 60 as well, so it's gonna be nuts. So you need to do the raid like a lot, and it's probably going to take you a lot, like a couple of weeks at least, in order to level 2 to 3 characters to level 90. So keep that in mind. But thankfully, unlike JP, we don't have to wait, and we're going to be getting level 90 at the same time, because JP actually waited a little bit before they released level 90, but they actually released Super Awakening 5 instead. So yeah, keep that in mind. Of course, now we're going to be moving on to which characters you're going to be needing, or they're actually going to be good for this new raid that we're expecting to be coming in a couple of days to the game. The raid is really special, and you can actually tell that they spent it like extra time to give it to the players, because simply it's a new kind of chapter, and 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross is all about raid, because you can actually do it with your friends, you can do it with your family or whatever, and you can actually have fun with it. For this raid, you use green characters, which is like the recommended characters, and you can't use characters that use or dependent on long range attacks. So unlike the Grey Demon, which relies so much because he's actually flying like above the air, so you can't hit him with close range attacks. If you go here, for example, let's take King, which is the best character for Grey Demon if you ask me, and you click on one of his skills, you can actually see the mark right here, which indicates that it's actually a long range and it's not a close range attack. So you're going to be reliant on characters that are close quarter instead of like long range. So the new characters, or the characters that are recommended in the game, or the best character to use for this raid is going to be, first of all, Jericho, Green Jericho. Yeah, I don't think I have her on this account, but she is one of the best characters for the raid, and she is recommended because she inflicts bleed, and all her skills are close range. So she's very, very good for this raid, and you can actually get her from the coin shop, which is this one. Her skills are awesome. I actually have her. Yeah, since she's a coin, I actually have her here, but I just can't see her anywhere, which is weird. Did I miss her? Yeah, there she is. Yeah, she have like a skill that reliant on bleed, and he takes extra damage, I think, from bleed. And also, like, her first skill hits like a truck against this boss, and her passive is really, really good because as she uses skills, the more that she has a crit chance like increase, and her damage, like her what is called like ultimate, hits like a truck. So Jericho is going to be very, very good character for this raid. The second character that you can actually use is Green Escanor, and thank God, if you started the game a couple of months ago, when they released Assault, like I think it was the one Escanor. Yeah, when they released the one Escanor, they gave the Green Escanor for free, which is really, really good because he's going to be very, very good, especially if you have him like 6/6. This raid is very, very dependent on green characters, and the one Escanor has a really strong attack, and yeah, he can rush ultimates very, very quickly. The thing with this kind of boss, you don't want him to ult you because his ult, like in hell, one-shots you each time, so keep that in mind. So Green Escanor is going to be very, very good, and if you have both the one Escanor and the green one, you probably already made UR gear, so just switch them around, and you're good to use green Escanor again. And the other characters that you can actually use for the raid, or very important in my opinion, is actually going to be as like this Green Liz. She's going to be very, very good for the raid because she have the heals, and also she can actually give you 2 ultimate gouges when she ults, and she have cleanses because this demon have poison and also bleed at the same time, which does like a tons of damage. So keep that in mind, that Green Liz is going to be a great option for this raid, and you're kind of like gonna be dependent on her because you're going to be needing to do damage by ultimate, and her ult gives 2 ultimate gouges for free, so it's actually really, really good. There is a lot of characters that can be used, and one of them is going to be Zaratras. I don't think I have him on this account, but I watched a Japanese kind of YouTuber that made a video about Zaratras slaying or destroying this demon raid with his one of his charge attack that got I think like buffed on JP, because they changed it from a long range attack to a close range, so they specifically made him very good for this raid as well. So if you have I don't know, Zaratras full leveled for some reason, he's going to be great for this kind of raid, so keep that in mind. If you have Zaratras, you can actually use him. There is the important character that you can actually use as well for this raid, and he's gonna be a meta changer for this game. Unfortunately, he's going to be Green Gother. I feel sorry for the people that started late for the game, because Green Gother with the rank up and also like his passive is going to be a game changer. Yeah, hopefully they're going to be bringing him back, because it's kind of unfair for the people that don't have Green Gother that you introduce a raid that is very dependent on Green Gother. It just like doesn't make sense. So please, Netmarble, help the people out and bring like Green Gother back in a banner, because you know he's a very important character that can be used everywhere almost, and especially in PvP and PvE. He's very dependent. Like he's just like lifting the game on his back at this point. Yeah, I hope like you guys like have the chance to get him if they actually bring him back. So save your gems, and probably when he comes back, I'll keep you guys notified. There's one more character that I didn't talk about, which is Green Esterosa. Green Esterosa is going to be very good for this raid as well, with his taunt, and plus like he cannot be buffed, like debuffed as well. So it's actually gonna be very good. So keep that in mind. These are the characters that I know about so far, but I'll keep you guys updated if I know about any other characters that are actually good. I didn't see like anyone use the new Zeldris, so I don't think he's very good, because I get like a lot of questions about this, so I wanted to answer that very quickly. And yeah, I think we covered like pretty much everything that you need to know about the new raid and how you can actually prepare for it. Like farm your Grey Demon or like the wings, because you're going to be needing them. Even if you have like all the characters leveled up to level 80 and you think I don't need to farm bosses anymore, Grey Demon is going to be a great option for you if you want to level some of those characters to level 90. And also like the Crimson is going to be very dependent on leveling your characters to level 90. Level 90 is gonna make CC crazy, so keep that in mind. It's going to be a game changer, and a lot of like the final bosses or the upcoming tower trials are going to be dependent on level 90 as well, so that's very important to keep in mind. With that being said, I hope we covered everything that you need to know about level 90 before it actually comes to the game. And if you guys have any questions concerning anything, please drop them in the comments down below, and I'll be more than happy to answer every single one of them. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like, as all likes are really appreciated and do help the channel to grow. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one.